Hi, so today we're going to be taking a look at some of the stuff from lesson 2 of this unit. So in the past little bit, we've been talking about how if we have two parallel lines and a transversal cutting through it, then it forms angle pairs. So we're just going to kind of play around with some of the measures. So let's say, I'm just going to pick a random one for this. Let's say this is 70 degrees. And that's all I'm given. Truthfully speaking, that's all the information I need to find every single angle in this entire thing. Now, part of this lesson we looked at something called an adjacent angle, where if it's two angles that share the same side, they form 180 degree angles, or straight angles, which that only works for these with the adjacent angles, because you know adjacent angles that are not 180, but for parallel lines and transversals, 180. Essentially what that means is that this angle beside the 70 right here, these two have to add up to 180, so I can do 180 minus 70, get 110, and then I know that this angle here, I'll use a different color, is 110 degrees. And I could have done the same thing here, done 180 minus 70 to get, once again, 110. And now I can do 180 minus 110 here to get this other angle, and it's 70. And just like that, we went around these four angles and found the four measures. And so this down here, you may think, well, how do we figure those out? To be honest, this whole pattern we can just take and put down here if I have to do any work. So this parallel lines, let's call this the middle. We'll call these the top two angles, the bottom two angles. So the top left angle is 110. So the top left angle down here would be 110. And then if I fill out the rest of the pattern, I can pretty easily say where these are. So if you look, you can see that, well, all of these are, there's only two different kinds of measures here. We have our 70 degree angles and we have 110 degree angles. And anytime we work with these types of problems, we're only ever going to have two different measures. So it does make it a little bit easier. So then we need to take a look at our angle pairs. We have same side interior, alternate interior, same side exterior, alternate exterior, corresponding vertical, and technically adjacent, but I already used that. Oh. Let's look at the first one here, same side interior. Now for the same side interior, I'll use this off purple. So same side means that both of them are going to be either on the left or on the right. And interior means on the inside. So I could pick this angle and this angle. Okay. Not a very good angle mark, but it's fine. So in class yesterday, we talked about some of these being congruent and some being supplementary. And now we're going to kind of get to put into practice to see what they are. So if we look, we're looking at the same side interior right now. Same side interior, I looked at this 70 and this 110, which I could have also looked at these two as well. But 70 is not the same as 110, is it? But if I add these two together, it gives me 180. So I know that this is supplementary. It's a long word. All right, now let's do alternate interior. So alternate interior, I can erase these purple lines real quick, actually. Alternate interior, it means it's one will be on this side of the transversal, one will be on this side, but they'll both be inside the parallel lines. So I could grab this one and this one. Now if you look, both are 70. So congruent. All right, let's go on to the same side interior real quick. Same side exterior. So we're looking at this angle and this angle. And are they congruent? No. So that makes them supplementary. Alternate exterior. Well, if I move some of these out of the way. Alternate exterior, we can look at this one and this one. And if we notice, they're congruent. All right. Move these out of the way again. Now our corresponding angles. Use pink. Corresponding would be like right here and right here. Or these two, or these two, or those two. So we're going to use, but I'm going to pick these two. So corresponding angles, we have 110 degrees there, so they're both the same, so congruent. And vertical angles, well, let's grab another color real quick. There we go. Vertical angles. I'm going to pick this 70 and this 70 for my vertical angles. And if you notice, they're the same, so they're also congruent. Now, adjacent angles, we already said were supplementary because they're the ones that are side by side. So if I look at this 70 and this 110, they're side by side, and they're not congruent. So that makes them supplementary. Okay, so I know this might feel a little rushed, but to be honest, there's not really that much to this. It's more practice and learning it. The main thing you all need to do is to learn these angle pairs and where they are. If you learn that, then even if you can't remember what's congruent, what's supplementary, we can figure it out by filling one of these out and then go through the process. So if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.